Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined in studio with my partner in crime, Bryan Leonard. We're going to break down some college and NFL for you. We're going to get things kicked off with Duke, Virginia Tech, ACC. And Bryan, the first question I got to ask is Beamer Ball. Are we seeing the end of the run here for Beamer Ball at Virginia Tech?
It definitely is. And, you know, he's been known for his special teams. They're not that special anymore. In fact, Duke's special teams in this game are, at least to me, far better than Virginia Tech. In the contest that we're in, the Golden Nugget contest, Virginia Tech was a popular play last week, and they went down. And it doesn't surprise me, this Virginia Tech team, you look at what they've did since the opener, and they played Ohio State. And at that point, it's like, wow, at halftime when the starting quarterback went out, well, we've since found out neither team is as good as what we expected.
No, and, you know, it's always sad when you've got, and you got to call, you know, Beamer,
he's legendary.
Yeah, when a legend, when it starts to go away, and, you know, and sometimes the legends don't know when enough's enough and they should go away on their own, it kind of gets ugly. You know, do you push them out the door? Do you have the farewells, you know, run the, you know, the final tour? But, you know, Virginia Tech football has always been, like you said, special teams, good defense, and, you know, they're not going to get in shootouts. You know, in today's, you know, college football, that's not the style anymore. You got to go up and down the field and open it up, and he doesn't seem to be able to recruit a quarterback that you need in today's college football.
Yeah, that's correct. And you kind of touched on Joe Paul over at Penn State. That was the same thing that went through over there. I don't think it'll get to that point here, but yeah, you take a look at this game particularly. This is a big revenge game for Duke. They lost last year by 1 point to Virginia Tech, and that actually cost them the chance to play in the ACC championship. Very interesting here because I don't know who your pick is yet, but I really like this Duke team. It's a quality team defensively. They've been playing very well all season. It's interesting when you take a look at these two teams from a point spread perspective. Duke is on a 23-9-1 ATS mark, where Virginia Tech's 20-37-2. So we know Virginia Tech's not a moneymaker. Duke has been a moneymaker, and I think Duke's the better team. But then you also have to look, Virginia Tech has won 13 in the last 14 meetings. So is it time for Duke to make that step? I mean, 2 years ago they wanted to break the losing streak. But for me, I've already bet Duke. I took +3 earlier, but hopefully you're on the same side here.
Well, we're just going to go ahead. I am on the same side here, and I look at this Duke team, and for me, Bryan, I think even though they're 5-1, they're a team that's flying under the radar because everybody is saying they haven't played anybody. You can only play what your schedule is in front of you. Now that we get in there to the ACC schedule, they're going to have some tougher spots coming down the road. But this Virginia Tech team, as you mentioned earlier, they did take a lot of money last week. That line opened up at 6. I think it ended up closing +3 against Miami of Florida. But they were catching Miami of Florida. I think a lot of people, and myself, was looking at a situation where it was a bad spot for Miami of Florida coming, you know, they were coming off the Florida State game, and felt that it would be an advantage for Virginia Tech. And really, they did everything. They should have won the football game. But 4 turnovers are going to do you in. You can't spot the other team 4 turnovers, and that's the difference in that game. I think this week it's Virginia Tech is the team that has the hangover effect because they did play their guts out against Miami of Florida and came up short. I think Duke takes advantage of that. I like this Duke team. The fact that we saw some movement, and I'm sure you got down right away and got the 3 on Duke. The 3s have disappeared. Their 2.5s were taping on Wednesday. So the sharp money has shown up on the Duke side. I don't think we're going to need the points in the game. I like Duke outright, and I'm actually calling for Duke to win at 27-20.
And Brewer is coming back for Virginia Tech. He played the second half
last week,
but he's supposed to start here. If you were basing it on this first half he played against Ohio State, you would think he's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
He's better. I think he's a little bit better than Motley, but he's not enough to make the line move, in my opinion.
No, we're going to go ahead and take that. And as you said, Duke has been an ATM at the betting windows, and not many people actually realize that. All right, go ahead and take Duke on Saturday, plus the points over Virginia Tech. And check out over at WagerTalk.com. I've got a special 5% play going on Saturday. Since we started WagerTalk in August of 2014, we've released 39 5% plays. We're 26-13. I've got the next one going this Saturday. And of course, you can do it with Weekend all access. Get everything Thursday through Monday for just $69. That's exclusively at WagerTalk.com. Be sure to check out all our other videos this weekend, both college and pro.